Hello children. We have already discussed about the pollination, certain terms related to pollination, that is autogamy, geitonogamy, allogamy. We have also discussed about the types of pollination, that is self-pollination and cross-pollination. Now, let us discuss in detail about the self-pollination, its advantages, disadvantages, and then we will discuss about the cross-pollination, same thing, advantage of cross-pollination and disadvantage of cross-pollination. So first thing, self-pollination. We have discussed that there are two types of pollination, self-pollination and cross-pollination. Self-pollination is possible only in the plant which is bisexual. Bisexual plant means male and female both parts are present. So it is possible only in the bisexual plant or bisexual flower. But one more thing is there. Both male and female parts should mature at the same time. The time of maturation of androecium and gynoecium, or the stamen and carpel, must be same. Means when the male and female parts both are maturing at the same time, flower is bisexual, then only self-pollination is possible. So first, pollination. Self and cross. Self-pollination takes place only in the bisexual flower. That is, we have discussed. And self-pollination may be autogamy or geitonogamy. Dear children, autogamy, the terms we have discussed, gamous means marriage and autogamy means self-marriage. It means the flower is the same, bisexual, and male and female both parts are present, maturing at the same time. Such type of self-pollination is called as autogamy. Now, other condition we have discussed, plant is same. Here one flower is male and here one flower is female. Autogamy. In autogamy, flower is bisexual. Both male and female parts are present. But in geitonogamy, plant is same, but the male flower and female flower are different. And if pollination takes place here, if pollination means transfer of pollen grain from anther of a flower to the stigma of the flower of same species, then that type of pollination is also called a self-pollination, but the special term given is the geitonogamy. Geitonogamy. So autogamy and geitonogamy we have understood. Once more, autogamy in bisexual flower, male and female part mature at the same time. Geitonogamy, unisexual flower, but they are born on the same plant. One flower may be male and other flower may be female, and pollination takes place. That is called geitonogamy. Now one more type of pollination we have to discuss. One more term, and that term is cleistogamy. Example is pansy flower. Cleistogamy, the example is pansy flower. Flower is bisexual. Both male and female parts are present, but the flower never opens. Flower remain closed. They grow near to the ground. On the ground they grow. Both the male and female part mature at the same time, but the flower never opens. Means inside only there is transfer of pollen grain from anther to stigma. And such type of pollination is called as cleistogamy. Example is pansy flower. Very clear? And next one, which we have to discuss, detail about the self-pollination and the cross-pollination, means advantage of self-pollination and disadvantage of cross-pollination. Let us discuss advantages. Means merits, good things related to self-pollination. The pollination is surer. Pollination is sure, economical to the plant. Economical means what? More amount of pollen grains are not produced. Means less nutrient is required. To produce more amount of pollen grain, more nutrient is utilized. But here, no need to produce more amount of this pollen grain. So it is economical for the plant. Parental characters are preserved as their parents. Parental character are preserved. Whatever quality the parents have, that quality will go to their children or the flower, the baby flower, baby plant. Next, flower need not to be large, showy, nectar. Such things are not required. So it is the advantages of the self-pollination. Once more, let me make you understand. It is surer, economical for the plant, parental characters are preserved. These are the benefits or the advantages of the self-pollination. Next, disadvantage. Do you think that only advantage is there? No. There are disadvantages also. So what are the disadvantages? First thing, that the offsprings are not healthy. If the flower is same, bisexual, then the seed which will germinate into a new plant will bear new flower. That seed will be not healthy. Different varieties of plants can't be produced, and if any demerits is there, any genetical disease is there, that disease will be transferred to the offspring, children. That disease will be transferred to the children. So it is not good. The flower, the plant which will grow by the seed formed by self-pollination will not be healthy, can't tolerate, it will not be disease resistant. The diseases will be carried to the next generation, and these are the disadvantages of disadvantages of self-pollination, and no varieties of new flower can be formed. Very clear. Now coming to the cross-pollination. Naturally, cross-pollination will take place in unisexual flower. Generally in unisexual flower. Or flowers in which male and female part do not mature at the same time. In that, maximum cross pollination takes place. Cross pollination transfer of pollen grain from anther of one flower to the stigma of another flower of the same species. That is a cross pollination. Very clear? One more thing, that in cross pollination agents are required. Now, agents are required. Someone should be there to carry the pollen grain from anther to the stigma, but in self-pollination, no one is required to carry pollen grain from anther to the stigma. So, in cross-pollination, agents are required. Maybe difference between self-pollination and cross-pollination on the basis may be asked. So keep these things in mind, that on what ground, on what basis the difference is asked, and try to write your answer according to that basis. Now same thing here we will discuss advantages of cross pollination, and again disadvantage. So, advantages, just opposite to the self-pollination. In self-pollination, the seeds are not healthy. The plants which will grow, that will also be not healthy. Here, the seeds will be healthy. Second thing, that disease are not transferred to the next generation. New varieties can be formed. These are the advantages. New variety of flower can be formed by this cross pollination. Next thing, let us discuss about the disadvantages. Pollination is not surer, because pollen grain will be carried. Is it necessary that the same species pollen grain falls on the stigma of same species? Sometimes may not be possible. So plants, they have to produce more amount of pollen grains. Maximum are wasted. It is not economical for the plant. For production of more amount of pollen grains, what do you think? More amount of nutrition is required. Here, economical for the plant, but it is not economical, means more amount of pollen grains are produced which require more amount of nutrients. So, this was the advantage and disadvantages of self-pollination and cross-pollination. One more pollination we have to discuss, and that is the artificial pollination. Artificial pollination means man-made pollination. Dear children, if you will opt biology in higher classes, in botany, practically you will be asked to show this artificial pollination or man-made pollination. How it is done? Listen, suppose a bisexual flower in which anther and stigma both are present. This is the female part. It is the ovary. Ovary contains the ovules. This is stigma, style, and ovary. And it is the female part. Let us consider one male part, stamen. Here is the anther, this is filament, and anther contains the pollen grain. Okay, what in artificial pollination is done by the help of scissors. Yes, by the help of scissors, this part is cut, removed by the help of scissors. Now, suppose by the help of scissors, we have removed the male part and covered this part by a polythene. We have covered this part by a polythene. Now, when this female part will mature, by hand we can take desirous, whatever we like, that healthy pollen grain, we can just dust the pollen grain here, and such type of pollination by hand only we will do. Such type of pollination is called as artificial pollination, or one term which may be asked is the emasculation. Artificial pollination or emasculation. Now, this part is clear. Yes, after removing the polythene only, artificial pollination will be done, and it is called emasculation or artificial pollination. Next part, let us discuss about the contrivances of cross pollination. Contrivances of cross pollination, let me discuss, means contrivances of cross pollination. Contrivances of cross pollination, or you may say that contrivances, let me write in simple language. Contrivances means nature favors cross pollination. Let me make you clear. Nature always favors cross pollination. Nature supports cross pollination because by cross pollination healthy seeds are formed, healthy plant is formed, new variety of plant is formed. They are disease resistance, they have got more tolerance power. So that is called contrivances of cross pollination, or nature favors cross pollination. Now, how can we say that nature favors the cross pollination? How can we say? First thing, maximum plant, they are unisexual. As in palm and papaya, the plants are unisexual. It means only cross pollination will take place, the self pollination will not take place. Second point, dichogamy. Gamy means marriage. Dicho means different timing of maturation. Maturation timing. Flower is bisexual, but the time of maturation of male and female part, means anther and stigma, is different. If time of maturation of male and female part is different, then self-pollination will not take place. Where it is seen, what I am going to say, yes, if the time of maturation of male and female part is different, androecium and gynoecium is different, it is called dichogamy. Now dichogamy may be two types. Either androecium, androecium means male part. If male part matures first and female part is immature, then that condition is called protandry. Pro means earlier and andry means androecium. See, protandry means androecium matures first. If and androecium is the male part, if the male part mature first, thus this condition is called as protandry. And other, female part matures first, and female part is what? Gynoecium. Then that is called protogyny. Protogyny. Female part matures earlier. If the female part matures earlier, it is called protogyny, as we see in custard apple, sharifa, yes, or people, and protandry, pea, salvia, and different examples are there where androecium matures first, and there are examples where gynoecium matures first, and since the time of maturation is different, this condition is called as dichogamy. Next part, self-sterility. Third point, self-sterility. Dear children, the flower is bisexual. Male and female parts both are maturing at the same time. After that also, if the pollen grain from the anther fall on the stigma of the same flower, this fertilization will not take place because the flower is same. Not in all flower, not in all bisexual flower. There are certain bisexual flower where such condition is seen, and this is called self-sterility. Example is sunflower. Next, we are discussing about nature favors cross-pollination or contrivances of cross-pollination, in which we discussed maximum flower are unisexual. About the dichogamy, means time of maturation of male and female parts are different. That is protandry, means androecium matures first, and protogyny, gynoecium matures first, and self-sterility, both are maturing at the same time, but it is sterile if same flowers, pollen grain falls on the stigma of same flower. Next, one more point we have to discuss, that is hercogamy. Fourth point, hercogamy. Gamy, same thing, marriage. Hercogamy means there is a structural or mechanical barrier between male and female part. Try to understand. If this is the female part and one hood is there or leaf is there, and here is the male part. This is the anther which contains pollen grain, and this is the stigma, and one leaf is there. Between anther and stigma, one leaf is there, one mechanical barrier or a structural barrier is created, then naturally what will happen? This pollen grain will not fall on the stigma of the same flower. And this condition is called as hercogamy, means mechanical or a structural barrier is created between the male and female part. And next point is the fifth point. Fifth point which we have to discuss, and that is the heterostyly. Heterostyly. Hetero means different. Styly means the length of male and female part is different. Try to understand it. Suppose this is the anther. Male part, anther, and here is the stigma. What do you think? Here, pollination is possible. The anther is smaller, and stigma, the female part, is having more height. No, in that condition, pollination is not possible, though it is a bisexual flower. Male and female, both parts are present, both are maturing at the same time, but due to different heights, the pollination is not possible. Such condition is called as heterostyly. So what we were discussing? We were discussing that nature favors cross pollination. Nature favors cross pollination means contrivances of pollination, in which we discussed unisexuality, we discussed dichogamy, means different time of maturation of male and female part, that is the protandry and protogamy. We discussed self-sterility, we discussed hercogamy, and we discussed heterostyly. So whatever I have taught, learn this properly, and in next class I will try to teach the remaining part. Thank you very much.